Okay guys, before we get into this video, let's get our mind right. Let's get our attitude adjusted because we want to feel like a boss. We want to feel confident when I'm giving you these tips about confidence. So come on guys, come on. Let's sit up in our chair or your couch or wherever you are. You can stand up. You can do it anywhere in the house, okay? I want you to sit up straight, lift those shoulders and push them back, and then stick that chest out and just stare. Okay, now that we're feeling like a boss, let's get it. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Shakitha, aka Your Corporate Connect. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. Today, you're in for a treat. We're gonna be talking about self-confidence, having self-confidence in the workplace. Would you believe me if I told you that having confidence can be the difference between someone who is looked up to versus someone who is looked over? And we want to be the people that are looked up to and the people that are respected. I know you're looking at me and you're thinking it, so I'm going to answer that question. No, I have not always been the boss that you see before you today. No. Early on in my career, I lacked confidence. And most of that was because I was always worried about how I was perceived, how people perceived me. And another thing was I just lacked the business acumen that I have today. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I built my self-confidence and how you can build your self-confidence in the workplace. Build your confidence by building your knowledge in the company. Know the industry that you're in. This is going to be a tremendous confidence boost because you can get into your company and you can hear this terminology and you can be able to speak to it. You will be able to speak to it because you know it. Even if you've been in your company already for 5 years now and you don't really have that business acumen or the knowledge of the industry or the company, here's your chance. Research, and learn about the company that you're working for. Learn about its products. Learn about the industry. For example, if you are going to work into the oil and gas field, I would suggest that you go and you research the different terms or the different oil segments. Research upstream, midstream, downstream, research those segments. So when you get into that company, or if you're already in the company, you have that knowledge and you can speak to it. And you can speak to it like you've been working for years and years and years. Part of my career, I went to work for an oil refinery. Prior to going into the refinery, I didn't know much about an oil refinery. What do we do at an oil refinery? I researched the terminology. I researched what is crude oil, what's a cracker, what's a hydrotreater. I just made sure that I was familiar with that terminology. So when I was around those people who have been in the company or been at that plant for 20 to 30 years plus, I could understand what they were talking about. And if I couldn't, people are so happy, especially people with the experience or who have been at companies for years. They're so happy to offer their knowledge or pass down their knowledge of what they know. So you can just set up a meeting with someone. Just go and talk to one of these guys who has been at your company forever. And I'm sure you can go and talk over coffee or anything. They will love to share the knowledge that they have. So do it. Get out of your comfort zone.
Out of your comfort zone.
I know a lot of you are probably just natural introverts, and confidence does not equal competency, okay? You may come off as someone who isn't as confident because you just like to be to yourself. You like to be by yourself. You like to do your work. You like to come in, do your work, and go home. Trust me, I know the feeling. I consider myself an extrovert, but I have my introverted moments like anybody. I could have a bad weekend and I come in to work on Monday. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to do my work and I want to go home. 8 hours, I'm gone. These are my tips on how you can get out of your comfort zone, how you can build your self-confidence. And number one is to don't wait to be voluntold for something. Volunteer to be on a project, something that's gonna challenge you. It's something that's gonna boost your self-esteem, boost your confidence. Because when you are on a project and you think that it's something that's just so challenging to you, but you do it and you do it well, that's gonna boost your confidence by 100%. I've been there before, I know, trust me. Another thing you can do is volunteer to be a presenter. Present something in a meeting in front of a crowd and be prepared. You don't wanna get in that meeting sounding like this.
That you do.
You want to be prepared, guys, so just be prepared for anything. And when you're presenting something, volunteer to present something that you are passionate about, or a subject that you know very well, or you consider yourself a subject matter expert on. Because when you are passionate about something and you know something very, very well, it's just gonna flow. It's just gonna flow. You won't be nervous because this is you. This is something that you know that you can do in your sleep. So it'll come off so naturally and you'll do so well, and people will see that and they'll look at you like, I didn't know she could present like that. It's happened to me. I'm speaking from experience, guys. I'm speaking from experience. It's happened to me. I did a presentation on something, or I would present on something, or I would train on something, and I would get so many compliments at the end of the meeting because they were like, I didn't know you had it in you. Be a decision maker. No one really likes an indecisive person. And from experience, I'm gonna tell you, at home, I'm very indecisive. I know I probably drive my husband nuts because he'll ask me, hey babe, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? And I'll say, whatever you want to eat. And he's like, just tell me, what do you want to eat?
Just tell me, what do you want to eat?
And I'll say, well, what are you in the mood for? And we'll go back and forth and back and forth. And so he's just like, forget it. And then he'll go and he'll just make an executive decision on what to get. So don't be like that at work. Don't be me. That's not good. We want to be decision makers. We want to show leadership-like qualities. One of the biggest qualities or qualifications of a leader is to be a decision maker and be decisive. So we want to make decisions. And if you don't know the answer, please be comfortable in not knowing the answer. Don't give someone what they want to hear. Please just step back for a second and say, I'll get back to you, or let me consult with my manager, or let me consult with someone else and I'll get back with you. People will respect you saying, I don't know, or I'll get back to you, versus you just making up something or just pulling something out of a hat. Make those decisions, make those executive decisions, and do what you gotta do. And I'm telling you, that will build your confidence. Figure out what are your strengths. Figure out the areas where you need improvement. And I'm saying this, guys, because we need to be real with ourselves. We need to know, okay, these are areas that I'm very strong at. I can continue to be strong at those, but I also have areas that I need improvement in. And so when you are able to identify those areas where you need improvement, then you can make action plans. You can work on those and you're saying, okay, last year, this is what I needed to improve on. And this year I am crushing it. I am crushing it because you made an action plan on how you can get better in that area, how you can develop yourself to be better in that area. And you made that decision because you were real with yourself. Every 6 months, have a self-evaluation. Just sit down and have a candid evaluation of yourself, of what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. And I'm telling you, once you start making an action plan to cross those weaknesses, or I'm not gonna say weaknesses, once you get to the point where you can check off on those areas of improvement that you have actually improved on those, that's gonna build your self-confidence. That's gonna boost your self-esteem. You're gonna thank yourself for doing that. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. I really enjoyed interacting with you guys on my first video. I'm so glad that you guys found it helpful and found information valuable. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.